eating the fucking settlers. Yes, they were eating the Native Americans. When Christopher Columbus landed in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, they were eating the fucking Native Americans. It is in their fucking journals. Even John Smith's journal contains that they used to barbecue, grill, fry, and boil the fucking natives. They would cut them up into chunks and fry them like they were fucking chicken, bro. This is the shit they don't tell you in school. This is the fucking shit they do not tell you in school. This is the unwhitewashed story of America. When I tell you everybody needs to grab this book, they put us in hot frying oil. They put us, Native American and black people, after lynchings, they would cut up the body. They would unalive us, do the lynching, and then cut up the body, keeping it. And witnesses saw this shit happen, and some of them would throw up because of seeing this. And then they call us the fucking savages. Literally, they call the Native American people the savages and the black people the savages, even though they ate us on some Jeffrey fucking Dahmer shit, bro. Literally. They had recipe books that had people as the fucking meats. We were the meat. When I say grab this book, but only grab it if you're ready to actually understand the unwhitewashed version of America. Y'all can try to lie to yourselves and learn the bullshit in the schools, but this is going to unlearn everything you learned. If you still see the link there, that means it's still in stock. Grab it because it goes very fucking fast.
They made him eat his own genitals. I need everybody who says racism isn't real or you need to move on, you need to get over it, to get this book. It wasn't just lynchings. It wasn't just whippings. It wasn't just working in a field. It was demoralizing of our black men and our black women and children. They cut this man's genitals off and made him consume them before he was unalived and tortured. They dragged him, tied him to a truck, and dragged him alive. This is Claude Neal. In 1934, he was 23 years old. He was brutally lynched by a group of white men who had stormed the county jail in Brewston, Alabama. He was there for the confession of a murder of a 20-year-old white woman in Greenwood, Florida. They removed him from the jail cell, brought him to Florida, tortured him for several hours in the woods, and then unalived him. And then after that, they tied him to the back of an automobile and dragged his body to the home of the deceased woman's family. And that's when they took his nude body and hung it to a tree. There's still photographs of this shit, bro. I just, as a mother, this was somebody's child. This was somebody's child. This is the book Black AF History. It is on the TikTok shop. I recommend everybody get a hold of it. They didn't open up an investigation until 1969. It was in a case file that had been sitting there collecting dust by the FBI. The FBI finally got a hold of the case file in 1969. Then the identities of the men who removed him from the jail and lynched him were revealed. But how are you going to criminally prosecute people 34 years later? By then, they were either unalived or old. They did manage to get a confession out of some of them. There were witnesses. Nobody helped.